Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We start off our night with a very special presentation. Junior Chris Stazak is here to sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
That you would please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as Brother Rice Jr., Chris Stazak, will sing tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So a great start to a great night here at 99th and Pulaski. Paul, Danny, I'll tell you, Jim Corneliuson can only sing at the United Center for so long. Chris is going to be there one day, mark my words. So on that note, good evening, Crusader fans. I'm Aiden O'Connor alongside the St. Cagino alumni duo of Paul Staudiker and Danny Hartz. Guys, our Crusaders have a tall task in front of them tonight, more specifically a 6'6" Louisville commit tall task by the name of Bryce Hopkins. Paul, Danny, Hopkins lit up our Crusaders last year for 36 points as a sophomore. What does Coach Frazier's squad need to do tonight to cut that number down?
Yeah, to stop Hopkins tonight, all the Crusaders have to do is play shutdown defense on him all night. If it's Glennon or DeAndre Hagan covering him, they can't let him get to the line and get easy baskets tonight.
Yeah, right there, that Paul said, just kind of get a body on him. It's going to be really tough to cover him, so just do whatever you can. He's going to score no matter what. So
6'4" forward from St. Linus Grammar School, number 14.
So as the Crusaders starting lineups get announced, Garrett Green, here's his name ringing over the public address announcing here. He will be starting for the third game in a row, and he's starting to solidify that role, Paul.
Wow! And another guard, 5'10" from St. Catherine Grammar School.
Crusaders, looks like we're going to go with Colin Campbell, Garrett Green, Rico Powell,
Junior high, and another guard,
Connor Glennon, and DeAndre Hagan.
Connor Glennon.
Yeah, that's the lineup you want out there tonight. You got all of your guys in the lineup, a good balanced all-around lineup tonight.
On the other side for the Friars, Trey Pettigrew, Sean Walsh, Max Reese, David Geiser, Bryce Hopkins, rounding out the starting five for the Friars.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play ball.
So the starting lineups take the floor. 8 minutes are on the clock, and the Crusaders are ready to do battle here at 99th and Pulaski.
Oh yeah, it was like, every time I turned around, they asked me if I could get 2 points by minute.
No surprise, Bryce Hopkins going to take the jump against DeAndre Hagan. Hagan gets the tip stolen from him, and the Friars are off and running. Layup missed, but put back for Pettigrew. The opening bucket of this game is an easy layup for Trey Pettigrew.
Yeah, those are the kind of looks that the Crusaders can't give Fenwick if they want to stay in this game.
Glennon 2 men on him already. Gets it to Green on the wing. Green back to Glennon. In the corner is Campbell. Campbell for 3. Off. Deep. Mishandled and out of bounds. Crusaders retain possession. Hopkins couldn't get 2 hands on it.
Yeah, an uncharacteristic slip up by Hopkins. Probably won't see too many mess ups like that tonight later on from him.
Glennon double teamed again. Under pressure gets it to Powell. Powell finds the wide open Hagan. Hagan 1 dribble and gets stuffed. Crusaders remain with the ball after Hagan chased it out of bounds. Connor Glennon on the inbound. Glennon going to the corner for Campbell. Campbell step up shot. Campbell off the rim. Hagan gets the board. Hagan to Powell, mishandled. Hopkins has it. Hopkins up the wing to Pettigrew. Pettigrew takes it and he's fouled. 2 shots coming.
Yeah, if the Crusader offense better get Colin Campbell rolling tonight and get some points up on the board for him, or this could be a long night for them.
Paul, we saw what happened when you can get him going early. Against Marian Catholic on Tuesday, it was 3 for 3 early from the corner. Pettigrew good on the first from the charity stripe. Pettigrew to go 2 for 2. The back of the rim says otherwise. Glennon now has it. Double teamed once again. Powell to Campbell. Takes a fastball 92 right to the chest. Glennon to Hagan inside. Hagan challenges Hopkins. Hopkins wins the battle. Hopkins bringing it up the right side. Hopkins step up 3 ball off the rim. Rebound Powell. Powell to counter Glennon. Glennon double teamed once again. He gets it off to Powell. Powell to the corner, Garrett Green. Garrett Green for 3. Yes, sir! Garrett Green opens up the scoring for the Crusaders with a 3.
Yeah, with so much focus on Campbell and Hagan on the offense, players like Garrett Green need to step up and make plays for the Crusaders tonight.
Yeah, exactly what you need after multiple failed attempts to put the ball in the basket.
Pettigrew for 3. Rebound by Hagan. Now Glennon taking it up. He's fouled by Hopkins. We see these double teams coming early from the Friars, including Hopkins on about each and every one of them. That's going to happen. The Crusaders are going to have easy chances at 3s and obviously other shots like we saw with Garrett Green and Colin Campbell's. So now Glennon brings it up. Glennon, triple team this time to Powell. Powell bringing it in to Garrett Green in the corner. Green again for 3. It's good again! Garrett Green getting hot early with his second 3 of the night.
Like we saw so many times in the sophomore level, when Garrett Green gets hot, he's electric. He's a lights-out shooter. He just needs to get hot now.
Pettigrew takes it in past his man for 2. Paul, you heard me say it last year. There goes that man, Garrett Green. There he goes with 2 threes of his own early in this one. Tipped to Campbell. Campbell to the corner to Green. Gets it to Powell. Will he get an assist? Yes, he will, and Powell will get 3 points with that one.
The 3-ball falling early on for the Crusaders. That's good for an offense that was looking like it was starting off sluggish tonight.
So now on the other end, Pettigrew has it. Pettigrew looking for Hopkins. They're going to say DeAndre Hagan held him. Number 3, Sean Walsh coming over to his coach saying, we need to go man, we need to go man. We have technical difficulties going on right now. We got a radio-style broadcast coming your way. Not for long. Club moderator Pat Creed on the job. Fixes it right away. Glennon bringing it up. They will go man. He's picked up by Pettigrew. Hagan to Powell. Rico Powell back to Hagan. DeAndre Hagan gets it back to Powell. Hagan to Campbell. Campbell bringing it in. Driving. Nice move. Layup. Nice finish for Colin Campbell.
Yeah, the 2-ball from Campbell. We're so used to him seeing sinking corner 3s. It's a little unusual to see him drive and score like that.
So now Hopkins guarded by Hagan. Hagan, good D on Hopkins there. Pettigrew beats his man, steps back, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, I believe that's a foul on Garrett Green.
Fouls on Brother Rice, number 1. Colin Campbell's first personal foul. Team
That was Max Reese trying to get it up. Reese, guarded by Green. The Jordan logo in silver on the black jerseys of the Fenwick Friars. There's going to be another foul on Garrett Green. Excuse me, that's his first. Looking for the deep three, no good. Greg Foster coming to the scorer's table to check in. Pettigrew had trouble with it. Bryce Hopkins now has it near the volleyball line. Hopkins guarded by Hagan. Hopkins tipped. Hagan, good D to retain it. Colin Campbell now has it to Garrett Green. Garrett Green back to Campbell. Back to Garrett Green in the corner. Green bringing it up top, back to Campbell. Campbell guarded by Walsh. He drives in, he puts a shot up, no good. Pettigrew has it in transition, no good. No foul called. Now Connor Glennon has it going the other way. Foul called on the Friars. That's Max Reese with his first personal of the night.
Yeah,
Greg Foster checks in for Garrett Green.
Yeah, we saw DeAndre Hagan shut down Hopkins on the other end of the floor. But if they could keep Hopkins in check tonight, they can't let players like Pettigrew and Walsh go off or get easy buckets too.
Hagan doing a great job so far keeping Hopkins quiet. We'll see if he can continue that.
So Tyler Wildermuth checks in. I believe that is a carry. Didn't see the call, but I'm going to call it a carry, and it was just deemed official. Pettigrew bringing it up, picked up by Glennon. Pettigrew to the right side. Over to Vandermuth. Brought inside. Left side, Bryce Hopkins has it, still guarded by DeAndre Hagan. I have a feeling you're going to get used to seeing that all night. Into the corner, the big man for three. Off the mark, Glennon has his jersey held. Nonetheless, he grabbed the board. Glennon to the right side. Campbell, one step, shot up. Looks a little long. It's not long. It's right down the middle.
Yeah, the pump fake hesitation by Campbell is a deadly shot for him.
Hopkins to the top to Pettigrew. Pettigrew guarded by Glennon. Pettigrew taking it in, fading away. Dirk Nowitzki style shot gets to fall. Timeout, Friars.
For the Fenwick Friars on offense, it's been the Trey Pettigrew show, not the Bryce Hopkins. Sorry, show.
Miles Hopkins, varsity lacrosse player last year for the Crusaders. Bryce Hopkins, D1 commit to Louisville. Miles Hopkins is also at the University of Louisville, as Paul points out to me right now. We're back up and running.
Seemed like a very, very slow start for the Crusaders, but they're getting a lot of momentum going their way, and they're starting to become automatic from the three-point line.
And Danny, we've seen that a lot. The Crusaders have the three ball going at the early stages of things, but they need to keep it going. We'll see if they can do that here tonight. So Ian Pugh guarding Colin Campbell up top. Press is on. Pettigrew on Glennon. Rico Powell doing the inbounding. Screen set. Glennon has it. Glennon to Powell. Powell picked up by Vandermuth. To the corner, Greg Foster. Foster to Campbell, who's in trouble. Campbell gets out of it. Drives in. Dishes out. Hagan. Back to Campbell. Campbell has Powell on the other side. He doesn't see him. Vandermuth secures the board. Vandermuth to the right side, back to him. Vandermuth to Hopkins. Hopkins from deep. Off the front of the rim again. Bryce Hopkins can't get hot early in this one.
This is a good sign for the Crusaders. They still can't let guys like Trey Pettigrew and Walsh get hot though.
Connor Glennon cooking a little bit. Glennon driving in, dishing out. DeAndre Hagan passes up the shot, gets it to Campbell, who doesn't pass up the shot. Goes in and out, no good. Pettigrew to Hopkins, back to Pettigrew. Pettigrew to the other side, to the lengthy number 11. That's Gabe Madej. Hopkins has it, now Powell guarding him. tipped by Hagan, out of bounds. Nick Harrell checking in for the Crusaders.
Inbounds to the Friars.
DeAndre Hagan showing that he could play with the big-time players, guarding Hopkins tonight.
Timeout for the Friars. Paul, Danny, what do we think if we see Nick Harrell step up and guard Bryce Hopkins here tonight?
Oh, it would be big. You know, he had a great season last year as a freshman on the sophomore team, and I mean, he's just oozing with skill. So to see him get a chance out here and see what he can do would be great.
Yeah, if he could stay under control and stay off foul trouble, I think he can guard anyone on the floor any given night.
Yes, Paul. Astute observation. I believe he could too. Nick Harrell has the leaps he's taken this year offensively have been immense, but I see more of a defensive player out of him. Taking nothing away from the offense Harrell provides, but he has been just incredible on defense this year.
Yeah, he's been great on defense this year. He's the lead on offense, the lead in transition. Just a real, once he polishes his skill, he's gonna be a really complete player someday.
It's gonna be scary to watch senior year.
Pettigrew. Foster is going to get called for, I believe, a reach there. No, they're going to call, that's an offensive foul. They're going to say Pettigrew elbowed him a little bit. Greg Foster when he was going in for the steal.
Yeah, good job by Foster avoiding the foul. He's had some struggles recently, but looking to bounce back and gain some confidence again.
Yeah, he looked a little
Glennon,
confused there.
excuse me, Danny. Now taken away by Hopkins. Hopkins in transition to Pettigrew. Cullen Cosme checking in. Pettigrew gets a shot up, block. It's going to send him to the line to shoot two.
The Friars look like they're running their offense through Pettigrew tonight, not Hopkins. That might have taken the Crusaders a little bit by surprise tonight. They probably definitely were not expecting that.
Pettigrew to the line to shoot two.
So Pettigrew heads to the charity stripe. Look to go 2 for 2, as he did earlier in this one. First one good. Cullen Cosme in for Connor Glennon. Cosme, I think, is a player we'd like to see snap out of a slump tonight. Didn't have the best game of his life against Marian Catholic, looking to rebound from it here.
Yeah, having a big game against a team like Fenwick will get you out of a slump real quick.
So now sub coming in, that's Max Reese coming in for Vandermuth. So Colin Campbell to Cullen Cosme. Cosme has been exceptional at breaking press throughout his entire basketball career, and he does that again here. Gets it to Greg Foster, 3-on-2. Foster didn't know what to do with it. He gets it to Cosme. Cosme to the corner. Hagan deep in the corner, off the top of the rim. Foster fighting for the rebound. That's going to be called a foul.
Fouls on Brother Rice, number 21, Greg Foster.
He called for a push on Greg Foster. Garrett Green checking back into this one for aforementioned Greg Foster. Crusaders lead 14-9 with about a minute and change here to go in the opening quarter. Pettigrew bringing it up. Pettigrew gets it to Ian Poog. Poog has it. Back to Pettigrew. Trey Pettigrew guarded by Nick Harrell. We talked about his defense. Let's see what he can do. No illegal screen call. There was some grabbing. Could have gone either way. And one on the other side, Bryce Hopkins on his third attempt at the rim.
Yeah, those are the looks you can't give Hopkins. And it's even worse giving him the foul to get to the free throw line. Then you stop with those looks to stay in this game.
Good. Number 23 for the Friars, Bryce Hopkins, line to shoot.
So Hopkins looking to make it a three-point play. Injury update for the Friars here tonight. Kyle Machow, a normal starter. It's number 5. He's a guard, is out tonight. Cullen Cosme way deep to the corner to Hagan. Gets it to Harrell. Somehow saves it to Campbell in the corner. It's good! Colin Campbell finds his spot in the corner once again.
Yeah, good job for Harrell to bounce back from the early mistake to turn it into points.
So now it's going to be Hopkins holding for one shot. Hopkins guarded by Hagan. Spin move, taking it inside. Foul called, I believe, on Cosme. He got a hand in there. Hopkins looking for another three-point play.
That's what big-time players do. They take advantage of a three-point play, get hot, get some points, and get their team back in the game.
So it is going to be called on Cosme. It's his first. Hopkins in and out. Hagan gets the board with 4 to go. 3 on the clock. We've seen Cosme do this before. Gets it to Harrell. Harrell throws it up. It's good! A beautiful passing play to get the Crusaders a much-needed 2 points at the end of the quarter.
I mean, we were just talking about Harrell and if he can make an impact in this game, and only the first quarter, and I'm seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, and good job by Cosme, staying cool under pressure, not trying to force a bad shot with time running out, finding the open man, and getting some points before the quarter ends.
And Paul, you talk about a bad shot, but with Cullen Cosme and about 1 second on the clock, is there such thing as a bad shot?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, too far. It's never too far with him.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things out of the hands of 1-3. Just to give a quick shout out here, the Crusaders freshman A basketball team has an outstanding record to this point of the year of 20-2. One of the best starts we've seen at the freshman level coming this year.
Yeah, that's great to see that freshmen are gelling together, winning some games and having fun down there. It's going to be bright things in the future for Crusader hoops.
Gelling together. I like the vocabulary, Paul. So Fenwick, they come in 19-5 overall and 8-1 in their conference. They've had a very good year despite a bad loss to the Leo Lions, who the Crusaders handled very well. Actually, the Crusaders did very well against the Lions on a bright Saturday morning over at Leo. So that's the only downfall to this Fenwick team thus far. Crusaders looking to add another one to the list. Confusion in the corner. They're going to say last touch by Green.
Brother Rice Friars.
Bryce Hopkins to Trey Pettigrew. Pettigrew back to Hopkins. Hopkins guarded by Harrell. Here it is. Harrell having a little bit of a tough time. Pass down low to Pugh. He gets it to go.
Yeah, that's just a great move by Hopkins. Just Harrell, the sophomore, not knowing what to expect from him.
So now Campbell in trouble, gets it to Cosme. Cosme, nice pass down low to Powell. A beautiful assist from Cosme and a beautiful finish from Rico Powell.
Yeah, the oop-like play for the shorter guy. The Friars not expecting a play like that in the paint.
So now the big man up top gets it to Trey Pettigrew. Pettigrew goes behind the back and behind the back again, maybe one too many times. Down low, Pugh deals with Cosme. Easy layup comes from Max Reese. So now taken away again. A nice in the air one-handed pass and a monster slam on the other side by Bryce Hopkins.
A slam like that, just a momentum flipper. Fenwick has all the momentum now after a play like that.
And if I'm the Crusaders, I want a 3 here to get back into the momentum swing of things. Garrett Green in the corner to Cosme. Cosme pass is picked off. Another one-handed pass from the quarterback, Trey Pettigrew. Tried to force it to Hopkins. Gets it. 2 shots.
Yeah, like I said pregame, they cannot let Hopkins get to the line. He's an elite player. He's not going to let free throws go to waste. He's going to make most of his free throws and take advantage of the points they give him.
Yeah, he came out really slow in the beginning, but we're starting to see why he is a Louisville commit.
In Louisville, one of the 20 Division I schools that had an offer on the table for him, but he picked that Redbirds hat up off that table and put it on his head on National Signing Day. He's only a junior, by the way. In the corner to Green. Green to the right side to Campbell. Campbell no good. Rebound, Harrell. Harrell gets the board and puts it right back up. Nick Harrell, a layup.
Big time play by Harrell, muscling over 2 or 3 other guys, getting the board and putting it back up.
So 23-22, the Crusaders hang on to a 1-point lead. So now coming out of the timeout by the Crusaders, Friars have the ball. Pugh and Pettigrew back to do the inbounding. Pettigrew taking it up past the Crusader logo at half court. Pettigrew to the left side to Hopkins, who is yet to take a seat on the bench in this one. Pettigrew thought about it. Pugh in the corner, looks short, is short. Rico Powell with the board, and they're going to run. Powell taking it all the way in, looking to finish. Maybe they needed to slow down there. Down low, a nice pass sent away, and a late foul called. That was Max Reese bringing it up. Excuse me. That was Gabe Medej bringing it up.
Yeah, Garrett Green, a little bit recently, he's been being a little too aggressive going for blocks, getting a couple bad fouls on him. He needs to lock in, focus more, and go for the ball, not the hand.
Exactly right, Paul. Medej looking to go 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And he does. Sub coming in. First time into the game for Daniel Johnson. Takes out Pugh. Cosme getting the honor of running point guard here. Now to Campbell. Cosme looks around, finally gets it back to Campbell. Campbell to the corner to Harrell. Harrell back to Campbell. Campbell deep three, looks a little left, is a little left. A perfect pass and a perfect finish. Put Colin Campbell down for an assist right to Garrett Green, who lays it in for 2.
Great anticipation by Green to find the arid shot and put it back up.
Left side Johnson, back to Pettigrew. Pettigrew picked up by Garrett Green. Pettigrew to the right side to Medej. Not sure about this mismatch. That's going to be a charge. Offensive. Yes, it is.
DeAndre Hagan not afraid to take the charge. And even though he's limping a little bit, he's getting back up and he's ready to play. He's ready to play on.
Brother Rice.
Looked like getting hit by a truck. I mean, he's huge.
Yeah, that's he's not a small dude. Quinn Clifford has checked in. Much to the liking of the Crazies.
Cliff, he's an energy guy, willing to do anything for this team, even if it's just wipe the floor off during a game.
We saw him get some tick against Marian Catholic. Now Glennon coming to check in, presumably for Cosme. Cosme to the corner, Garrett Green. You hear Coach Frazier yell knockdown. That didn't happen. Cosme in the corner now. Cosme in trouble. He's going to have to force it to Green, who forces it to Harrell. Harrell, last touched by Pettigrew, who believes that the ref made the wrong call, but Pettigrew's not wearing the stripes.
You know no matter how much Pettigrew pointed for the DOA's direction, the ref stuck to his call.
Yeah, I've tried that before. So now Glennon to Campbell. Campbell bringing it in to Green. Green back to Glennon. Glennon to Green in the corner. 2 men immediately flock towards him. Into the middle. Nice bounce pass. Nice separation from the Crusaders to get a 3 from Campbell, and it's good! A beautiful passing play leads to 3 points at the hands of Colin Campbell.
With Campbell, even if he's going through a little shooting woes tonight, he's keep shooting, keep taking a shot, and that's paid off for him, knocking down that 3.
Shot to the right side, it's Madej. Deep 3 from Pettigrew off the back of the rim, rebounded by DeAndre Hagan viciously. And now Connor Glennon bringing it up. Close game the whole way. Coach from the Friars playing a little defense on Colin Campbell, found his way onto the court. Corner 3 from DeAndre Hagan. Garrett Green going to get called for an over the back. That's his 3rd. Puts him into the bonus, too.
Yeah, Garrett, just first-year varsity player, just getting a little anxious tonight in a big-time game, making some poor decisions.
Number 11, Gabe Madej to the line to shoot 2.
So Greg and Rico Powell, Greg Foster, coming in for Garrett Green, Colin Campbell.
Foster getting a lot of playing time off the bench, looking to be a spark plug for this offense, and on both sides of the floor, actually.
Sean Walsh checking in, too. Walsh checking in for Madej, the shooter. So now Glennon bringing it up the left side. Screen by Powell. Glennon in some trouble. Gets it to Harrell. Harrell to the corner to Hagan. Pump fake. Driving in to the corner. Rico Powell for 3. It's off. Jumping up. Daniel Johnson corrals it. Nice play by Rico Powell. Powell has it. Greg Foster to Nick Harrell. Harrell to the corner to Powell. Powell cutting in. Back to the corner to Harrell. Swing pass to Glennon. Glennon to the left side, Nick Harrell. And another rebound by Rico Powell. Rico Powell getting on the board with the hustle stats. Jump pass to Harrell. Harrell to Greg Foster in the corner. Crusaders running time off that all-precious clock to the corner now for Nick Harrell. Glennon now has it, double-teamed. Hagan has it. Outside to Powell. Powell for 3. Off the rim again. Hagan with the rebound. He was pushed a little bit. Crusaders retain possession again.
A great offensive possession. Just the offensive rebounds, the hustle plays, the ball movement, the shots, everything was cooking. They just need to finish that basket.
Yeah, the shot being good might help. So now Connor Glennon to Rico Powell. See if he'll get double-teamed, and he will. Glennon to the corner. Wide open is Hagan. Corner 3 from Hagan. It's off the rim again. Powell couldn't get that one. Now Pettigrew running it. Down low, Greg Foster. Greg Foster playing some great defense on the Louisville commit. Now Harrell taking it in. Euro step. Layup. It's good. Beautiful play by the sophomore Nick Harrell. So now Hopkins. Swing pass. Walsh. Walsh down low. They're going to try to get it up to Pettigrew, and they do. Pettigrew guarded by Harrell. Looks like Glennon's going to have to guard Hopkins. Daniel Johnson has it in the corner, and now Pettigrew again. Pettigrew driving in. Off the mark. Hopkins rebound. Hopkins rebound. Hopkins rebound a 3rd time. Hopkins puts it in for the and 1. Gonna have a chance for another 3-point play.
Those are the looks they can't give him. Much less the rebound underneath the basket for the putback, plus the foul. That's how you lose basketball games.
Now Madej coming in for Daniel Johnson.
Bryce Hopkins to the line and shoot 1.
Hopkins good on that one.
Yeah, those are the plays he's gonna convert. Those are the plays he's gonna knock down. That's what you can't give him. You can't let him have those plays all night long, or else you're gonna lose this basketball game if you're the Crusaders.
pass, now to the right side. Campbell bringing it all the way in. Reverse layup, finishes at the basket. Trey Pettigrew now bringing it up, trailing by 3. Inside, outside to Madej. Madej, way deep. Glennon, as Madej hears it from the Crusader Crazies. Greg Foster going to bring it in himself and now dish it out. Forced pass there to the corner to Campbell. Block foul call.
Hey, good job by Campbell driving in, causing the foul, keeping the possession alive.
Sean Walsh, first personal foul, team's 5th. Inbound, Brother Rice.
Glennon to the corner for Powell. Powell guarded by Madej. One shot called by Coach Frazier. Now Connor Glennon has it. Glennon driving in, goes for the layup. It's not good. He thought he has an easy layup. Wasn't the case. 16 seconds and counting for Bryce Hopkins.
Yeah, if you give Bryce Hopkins time to shoot, he's going to take advantage.
Into the corner for Pettigrew. Shots up. No good. Greg Foster with the heave. A little bit short. That's going to do it for the first half. Your Crusaders hold on to a 3-point lead.
Fenwick Friars.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey Andrew, you all right?
Yeah, I'm just watching some rookie highlights. What's up?
Man, you've been pretty involved in that recently.
Feel fine.
All right, have a good night, man.
Yeah, see you guys.
Take care. All right, well, yeah, that piece is gonna be huge, though. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for us.
Biggest project of the year, bud.
What's up, guys?
Did you go home last night?
No, what? No. It's been here. I've got that piece.
That doesn't look like the piece.
All right.
Feel fine.
Okay.
We'll leave you to it.
Yeah, you feel all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. You're not gonna keep asking. I'm good.
Dude, this is gonna be our best game day
I
segment.
might be like.
Dude, the game's in 10 minutes.
Dude, I'll be out there. I'll be out there. Don't worry. All right.
Still on those rookie highlights?
Yeah, dude. This guy's insane. Look at that. Look at that swing right there. It's gorgeous.
Golf season's over, my guy.
Okay. What?
Golf season's over, my guy.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Well, see you in the booth.
All right. See you.
Good to kill him.
Look at that path. Incredible.
So with football season going so late this year and snow already falling, we really had to kick into high gear for basketball season.
All right, boy, the key to success is conditioning. There's no easy way to get in shape. I want a down bag. Ready? Go. Are you serious? That's all you got? Get here! Great job, Henry. There's another one.
Come on, gang, try and guard. Let's see what you got.
Bet, let's go right now, 1v1. Come on, man, that's a charge.
What game are you watching? That was no way.
I'm on the drum, that's a charge.
I don't think so. No way. Team Mark, you shot 41 first game of the year.
Yeah, man, that was nuts. Can't wait for the rest of the season. They're going to be amazing this year.
Hey, you got a time?
It's 9:30.
We're gonna be like smash. We gotta go. Let's go.
You know, people tell me all the time, Dan, you're so lucky you get to broadcast games on Brother Rice TV. And, you know, I mean, it has its perks.
But they often forget we're just regular students, too.
Dino Borelli. 11 for 21. 185 yards passing.
Mr. Hardy, stay with us.
Did you get that last slide?
I have no idea what's going on.
You don't want to put yourself in a situation.
Hello, Juice Factory. How may I help you?
Your physical.
One moment, please.
So what can I help you guys with?
Yeah, so when we're up in the booth commentating the games, we just feel like something's missing.
Guys, what do they need?
Juice. Juice.
Juice. Juice.
Juice. Juice. Juice.
Juice it is!
Juice!
Most people think athletes are the only ones that have to get mentally prepared before games, but in reality, broadcasters are the same way.
Gentlemen, great moments are born from great opportunity. That's what you have yourselves here tonight. That's what you've earned yourselves here tonight. You broadcast 6 regular season games a year, 1 playoff game. And I expect nothing but perfection every single time. We've done good so far. But good isn't good enough. It's got to be great. Tonight we had an opportunity, as I said, to do something special. And I expect nothing but greatness from both of you. Both of you earned your positions on this team for a reason. Now go out there and show them why you're on this team and why you're part of BRTV. Bring it in right now. Let's go, boys. Give me a 3. 1, 2, 3.
Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled peppers.
It's game time.
Bean drops back in the pocket, looking down the field, looking for a receiver. He sees Summers. Bean throws the pass. It finds Summers. Summers with the catch at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Crusaders, and they're in favor! Man, just like that. Just like that. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, Durkin, it's playoff season. It's win or go home. Every game's your last.
Yeah, we need a big one tonight, man.
Yeah.
All right, boys, just about that time. Let's go, boys. Okay, let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey, Rudy, come on. Handshake time. Let's go. Let's go. Go. The beginning of high school is one of the most exciting times in your life. Why? Because in high school, you can do so many things. And at Brother Rice, you can be so many things. Exceptional things. You can be part of an exceptional academic environment, one in which passionate teachers and customized curricula prepare students for a post-secondary education and beyond. You can be part of an exceptional athletic program whose pursuit of excellence on and off the field has led the Crusaders to conference, regional, sectional, and state championships. You can be part of an exceptional summer camp staff that exemplifies the charitable tradition of Brother Edmund Ignatius Rice. You can be part of an exceptional community of faith where young men are accepted, recognized, valued, and challenged to grow. You can graduate as one of the exceptional Brother Rice students who were accepted into the colleges of their choice, earning over $24 million of scholarship money. You can be part of an exceptional, close-knit brotherhood of young men, one whose friendships extend decades beyond graduation day. At Brother Rice High School, you can be whatever you want to be. But whatever you choose to be exceptional.
People see the Orange Blazers and they think we're just guys sitting in front of the camera talking about sports. I mean, but we do a lot more than just talk about sports. We're athletes in our own right.
9-7.
Take go.
So we're back for the second half of action. Just want to give a quick shout out. Normally we don't do this to the enemy here tonight. Someone from the Fenwick Friars side of things. Wrestler Matt Zuber named the Fenwick Athlete of the Month for the month of January, with an 11-3 record and second place finish in the Chicago Catholic League in his 160-pound weight class. And also recently announced he will continue his athletic career on the mats at Northern Illinois University. And he's also my cousin. So congratulations to Matt on being named the January Athlete of the Month. We're all proud of you. So let's get back to the game here. Your Crusaders lead by 3 points. Bryce Hopkins doing damage in this one, as he has done all season. That's why he's committed to play Division I basketball at the University of Louisville. Louisville with, I believe they won last night. They were playing, I forget who. Big game tuned in. Jason Benetti on the call. You gotta love it. Every time you see that name, tune in, watch JB call a little hoops. But for now, we're going to watch a little PS calling hoops. Paul Staudiker, Danny Hartz, I'm Aiden O'Connor. We're here for the second half of action.
Set to start the third quarter. Fenwick will inbound the basketball.
Fenwick inbounding the basketball. And for Fenwick, that's David Geiser, who started the game and is now back in for the first time. So starters on the floor. Travel called. One too many steps for Mr. Pettigrew. So Rico Powell right in front of me, as we have some technical difficulties. Rico Powell now has it on the right side. Glennon to Garrett Green. Garrett Green, who was hot early. Green in some trouble in the corner. Timeout Crusaders. Coach Frazier motioning to DeAndre Hagan that he should have been moving there, giving Green some help.
Yeah, if you're just standing static, not moving your feet, not moving, you're no help to whoever has the ball. You're just bad play by the Crusaders off ball.
Yeah, Coach Frazier not looking too happy on that play there.
So if I'm Coach Frazier, I'm pretty happy with the way the Crusaders played in the first half. I know mentality on this team is sometimes you can never be satisfied, but if I was the coach, which I'm not, and there's a reason for that, but I'd be pretty happy with the first half the Crusaders put up here against a very good Fenwick team.
Yeah, a pretty solid team play on both sides of the both sides of the floor. A few individuals high in fouls, but the team fouls overall pretty low. So a good all around first half.
So Connor Glennon has it. To Colin Campbell on the right side. Campbell to Green down low. Green taking it in, putting it up. Right over Walsh. Garrett Green.
Hey, Garrett Green looking to get hot again.
I believe that's his 10th point of the night. along with 2 assists and good amount of boards. So now it's Pettigrew, and that's Trey Pettigrew. Trey Pettigrew passes up to Trey, passes it to the corner, and that's good from David Geyser.
Yeah, with all the focus being on Hopkins and Pettigrew, a guy like Geyser could sneak in and knock down a 3 every once in a while like that.
Kickball violation. Crusaders will remain with the ball. So now Glennon goes to Campbell. Campbell makes a guy jump long 2. It's good. Sometimes called the worst shot in basketball, but nothing bad about that when it goes in. So now Pettigrew, guarded by Powell. Pettigrew to Bryce Hopkins. Trey Pettigrew for 3. It's good. Friars come out of this at bombarding from beyond the arc with 2 threes. High in the sky to Glennon. Glennon, slow bouncer, step back, 3 ball, off the mark. Now Hopkins running point. Hopkins for a big guy, he can sure move. Trey Pettigrew for 3 again, off the mark. Glennon secures the rebound. Glennon to the corner to a wide open Campbell. Can he capitalize? Yes, he can! Colin Campbell for 3.
Campbell's just been feasting on that jump fake tonight, just sending defenders flying. He's been lucky to finish a few shots tonight and get some points out.
Yeah, missed it on the first time, but never misses it on the second one.
So now Garrett Green helping on Trey Pettigrew. Pettigrew throwing it down low. Garrett Green couldn't stay on his feet. And that leads to an easy bucket on the other side for Max Reese of the Friars. Rico Powell in some trouble, uses that pivot foot to get out of it. And now Garrett Green has it, he thought about it. Back to Garrett Green, he pulls the trigger, long to Hagan. Hagan somehow keeps possession and gets it to Powell, but he misses the layup. So now it's Bryce Hopkins bringing it up the right side. Hopkins into the corner, blocked by Powell. Rico Powell sends the 3 back. Miscommunication. Pettigrew has it on the other side. 3 ball, and that's good. Trey Pettigrew capitalizes on the miscommunication for the Crusaders with a 3 of his own.
Pettigrew's a smart player. He's not going to let a miscue like that go by unpunished. He's going to take advantage of a turnover.
So Greg Foster checking in for Hagan. Friars take their first lead of the night, 40-39. Powell from deep, no good, slapped at by Foster. And now Foster's going to have to guard Bryce Hopkins, and he's been successful with that tonight, and he continues his success with Garrett Green. I believe picks up his 4th foul of the night.
Yeah, Hopkins taking advantage of the mismatch, going up on Garrett Green, forcing him to take a foul and get to the line.
I've lost track of the amount of times I've seen Hopkins go to the line. Really good at drawing those fouls.
For as great of a player as Bryce Hopkins is, the majority of his points tonight have come from wide open. Wide open being the free throw line. And that's just on behalf of his big body, a few and ones here and there. And now he goes to the line for 2, and he's been prolific.
Yeah, that's what great players do. They don't let a shooting slump keep them scoring. They'll get to the line, they'll draw dirty fouls, they'll take rebounds, putbacks to get whatever points they need.
Right out of the Paul Staudeker St. Cajetan's playbook, getting those gritty baskets. I've seen Paul hoop a little bit. As now Colin Campbell has it on the right side. A nifty move gets him by, but it doesn't get him the bucket. Now Campbell, playing angry a little bit, sends Hopkins to the ground with a steal attempt.
Hopkins has just been a magnet for fouls tonight, constantly getting fouls called on him. And his big body, he's been able to take the fouls and keep going on throughout this whole entire game.
So Nick Harrell comes in to guard Trey Pettigrew. Greg Foster still guarding the big man down low. Glennon saves it. Underhand. Will Nick Harrell get it? No. Trey Pettigrew's going to have it. Greg Foster has done a very good job guarding Bryce Hopkins tonight. So now bringing in is Pettigrew. Gets it to go. Glennon to the corner for Green. Takes a step in, pulls up. Garrett Green off the rim. Coach Frazier not happy. Understandably not happy.
Yeah, it's just been a sloppy start to the second half for his Crusader team. They need to cut down the mistakes and keep Coach Frazier happy this half.
I would argue that it's been a sloppy start for the refs. Not a whole lot of good calls.
Jump ball to Pettigrew. He's going to get fouled by Nick Harrell.
That's just a mistake commonly seen by young players, young sophomores up on varsity. Just you'll learn someday not to make that foul, but it's better to give up a foul than a basket in that situation.
Right again, Paul. It's seen Nick Harrell struggle with that a little bit, but as we talked about before, his defense has been out of this world in this game as well as his others. Pettigrew doesn't make the same mistake he made on the first. He nuts the second. So now Harrell, the aforementioned sophomore, flips it up to Glennon. Some contact after the play. Hopefully Glennon's okay, and he is. Sloppy start to the third quarter for the Crusaders.
Yeah, just turnovers and transition and fouls will kill you in the second half of a basketball game.
And Paul, we saw it in the first half, but these, meanwhile, a three from Pettigrew, but these Friars, they get in transition. It can turn into a dunk contest. It's going to be white ball. Excuse me, Crusader ball. Question as to why the play was stopped. Have to agree. If the ball was given back to the Crusaders, I don't think there's any reason that play should have been deemed dead. Foster takes a dribble in to Hagan in the corner. Pump fake, drives in, wraps around, foul, 2 shots.
Yeah, hopefully DeAndre Hagan can get it started in this second half with two free throws.
Fouls on the Friars, number 10, Max Reese, second personal foul, team's first. Brother Rice, number 10, DeAndre Hagan, in line to shoot 2.
So now Hagan, good on the first. Hagan to go 2 for 2 from the stripe. Short, no rebound. Rebound to the other side. That's Bryce Hopkins. Hopkins guarded by Foster. Not a matchup that Hopkins has liked, but he likes it there and takes it in. Glennon floats it in the air again. Determined football would be a hospital pass. Glennon gets it to go. The mid-range floater.
Yeah, Glennon showing off that mid-range floater. He goes to a lot. Doesn't always knock it down, but tonight he knocked it down. Hopefully he get it going in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winning split the pot ticket this evening. The winning ticket is on a white ticket. Number 27.
So Bryce Hopkins starting to do damage here in this one. Crusaders trail by 5, 47-42. And it's that same story again. The Crusaders struggling coming out of the half.
Yeah, just a slow start by the Crusaders and a hot start by the Friars. About sums it up. Hopkins taking over this game, showing why he's a Louisville commit. Pettigrew just knocking down deep threes. That's just good basketball by the Friars.
Yeah, Aiden, earlier you mentioned that this Crusader team's motto is sometimes to never be satisfied. And I think this is the perfect time to never be satisfied. You know, with a team like the Friars with Hopkins and Pettigrew, like, you don't want to get satisfied because we're getting burned already, and you just got to keep up.
Exactly right, Danny. You think maybe kind of took their lead for granted at halftime, knowing these Crusaders they didn't, but, you know, it could always happen. And here we are trailing by 5 in the third quarter. Absolutely not a mountain the Crusaders can't climb. 5-point mountain's more like a hill. That hill's going to keep getting steeper and steeper if plays like that keep slipping through. An easy basket down low by Max Reese.
Yeah, they can't give him that those looks. The Friars are a second-half team this year. They've shown it game in, game out. They can't let them get hot this quarter.
So now running is Hopkins. Makes the layup.
That's by number 23, Bryce Hopkins.
So now Glennon has it. Glennon going to be double-teamed again. Spins out of one man. Goes through another. Nice move to the rim and gets it to go for 2.
Glennon getting hot this half. He's if he could spark up this offense, that would be a good sign for Crusaders moving on.
So now Pettigrew to the right side. That's Pugh. Mid-range jumper, no good, no rebound. Trey Pettigrew. Harrell couldn't stay on his feet, but he had a nice contest on the other side to get back. Travel called. I believe that was a makeup call. I didn't see a travel, but I sure saw a push.
Yeah, good job by Garrett Green forcing the turnover and getting the ball back in the hands of Crusaders.
So a minute 15 to go. A foul behind the play now. Max Reese gets called. Might even be a technical. Reese and Foster getting talked to. I'm going to call a push.
Yeah, Foster, the football player, not afraid to take hits and keep going on after plays like that.
Cosme driving. Blocking foul on Pettigrew. Once again has something to say to the official.
Number 1, Trey Pettigrew, his second personal foul. Team's third. Inbounds, Brother Rice.
Backcourt, Cosme now. Cosme driving all the way in with the left. He's going to go to the line.
That'd be nice to see Cosme.
Technical foul called on Trey Pettigrew.
We have a technical foul on number 1, Trey Pettigrew.
Yeah, Pettigrew letting his emotions get to him and getting a bad call like that. Those are things you can't let happen if you want to try to win this basketball game.
Pettigrew talking about the officials. So Cosme gets a little more space to shoot free throws. Misses the first. Cosme get on the second. I believe that's 4 on Pettigrew, 1 technical. Now he's not happy with his coach.
Yeah, the Crusaders should look to attack Pettigrew while he's on defense. Try to get another foul. Try to get him out of this game. He's certainly not emotionally in this game, so they should use that to their advantage if he's on the floor.
So Campbell doing the technical free throw shooting and missing the first. Makes the second to pull the Crusaders within 5. Sub for Pettigrew. So now Cosme bringing it up. Cosme gets on the ground. Good hustle by Cohen and makes a nice pass to Hagan. That's going to be a travel by DeAndre Hagan.
A traveling violation against Brother Rice.
One too many steps making the move.
Yeah, in times like these, you know, you got texts flying around, you got emotions running high. A play like that's not uncommon. Just
so now Greg Foster and Bryce Hopkins. I'm loving this matchup, Paul. Greg Foster is having his way with Bryce Hopkins.
yeah, just anything to try to get Hopkins out of the rhythm. I love this move by Coach Frazier.
The Crusader crazies are loving it too. I think we all are. A player who hasn't gotten that many minutes for the Crusaders, guarding a Division I committed player in Bryce Hopkins and guarding him well. He sticks with him. Shot thrown up, and it's good. 3 seconds on the clock. They get it to Cosme with 2. Cosme gets it up off the top of the backboard. 53-46 going in to the fourth quarter. Crusaders trail.
People see the Orange Blazers and they think we're just guys sitting in front of the camera talking about sports. I mean, but we do a lot more than just talk about sports. We're athletes in our own right.
9-7.
Take go.
So we're back after a quick commercial. Crusaders trail by 7. It's the Friars' largest lead of the night.
Yeah, the Crusaders need to get something going on offense, with whether it's Campbell, Green, Harrell. Someone needs to start making a play, get this offense sparked.
Yeah, it seemed like the momentum in the beginning of this game was really swinging toward the Crusaders' favor. But they're starting to lose it a bit, and it'll be interesting to see if they can pick it back up here.
Glennon almost made a mistake, caught himself. Green on Walsh. Green to Harrell down low. Nick Harrell guarded by Pettigrew back into the game. Back to Glennon. Glennon to Hagan in the corner. Corner 3 from Hagan. It's good! DeAndre Hagan!
Yeah, those are the type of plays that flip the momentum of a game and get you back in and poised to make a run.
So now Trey Pettigrew driving in down low. Blocked by Glennon! Beautiful block by Connor Glennon. So now Pettigrew back to him. Pettigrew playing angry. Pettigrew beats a man. Jumper. It's good. Celebration.
Yeah, Pettigrew making Harrell look like a sophomore on that play. Just sending him, not knowing where Harrell's going on that play.
So now into the corner for Hagan. He wants another. Doesn't get it. Good shot contest by Walsh on the other side. Now bringing it in and bringing it up and good is Bryce Hopkins. So now Connor Glennon to the corner for Campbell. Can Campbell get a bucket? He's going to feed it to Green. Green's going to get another 2. Garrett Green with his, I believe, it's his career high for points at the varsity level.
Yeah, good showing by Green tonight. Really stepping up when someone needs to make a play tonight.
So now Pettigrew, mid-range jumper again. That's no good. Glennon tripped. That's good.
That's the by number 11, Ada.
So now Harrell has it, the same press break Crusaders used last time. Hagan's open down low. I'm not sure if anyone sees him. Harrell to Glennon. Glennon guarded by Pettigrew. That's a foul. That's his 5th. Sub in is Rico Powell.
Yeah, like
Excuse me, that's his 4th personal. He has the 1 tech.
Like I said earlier, attacking Pettigrew while they're only on offense might be the way to go. Try to get some fouls on him because he's definitely not, like I said earlier, emotionally in this game.
He might not be emotional in this game, but he is just going off now. He's getting angry, and it was helping him for a while.
So now Glennon double teamed here by Pugh and Hopkins. The other side, quick pass. Nice move. Max Walsh called for the foul. Now the Crusaders are in the bonus.
Fenwick's number 3, Sean Walsh, his 2nd personal foul. Team
About 5.5 minutes here, and the Crusaders slip into the bonus. Shooting 1-1 is Colin Campbell.
And 1.
First one good from Campbell. And this is really where you have to take advantage of sloppy play by the Friars, giving up all these fouls. You really need to make these free throws.
Yeah, you can't just give away free points on missed free throws.
So there's a second one. Hopkins bringing it up, guarded by Hagan now. Into the corner. It's good. Max Walsh. Excuse me, Sean Walsh gets the 3 to go. Now Glennon in trouble. Gonna have to go to Garrett Green down low, and that gets tipped. Bryce Hopkins is gonna bring it up again. Double team called by Coach Frazier. 3 ball on the other side. Foul called behind the play on Connor Glennon.
Glennon, his 2nd personal foul. Team's 4th. Inbounds to the Friars.
Glennon unhappy with the call. He was just playing aggressive. Didn't think he did anything wrong that play.
So now nice pass defended away by Garrett Green. Crusaders get the ball. Good D by Green.
Yeah, Green showing that he can play on both sides of the court, forcing the sloppy play, getting the ball back to in the hands of the Crusaders.
Glennon to Campbell. This press is very, very good from the Friars. The Crusaders not been able to get their shots that they would normally take off. Garrett Green, long 2. No good. Hard off the back of the rim. Crusaders trail by 9 with 4 minutes and change. Hopkins goes behind the back, guarded by Hagan now. Hopkins steps back. Brought in. Garrett Green almost had it. Then Glennon almost had it with the block. Timeout Fenwick as they now lead by 11.
Yeah, Walsh been quiet all game, coming out of virtually nowhere, making plays at the end. Really trying to put a dagger in this game and try to win it for the Friars.
The Crusaders really need to get back in the swing of things here if they want a chance. The defense for the Friars has been outstanding.
Yeah, the Crusaders need to find a way to break through this Friar defense. They need to find some ways to get some baskets and then get a stop on defense.
So 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And the Crusaders are down 11. We don't see Trey Pettigrew on the floor.
Yeah, with players like Walsh and Hopkins making plays for them late in this game, they don't need Pettigrew on the. They don't need Pettigrew right now. They don't need him to try to get a bad foul and give the Crusaders points.
So now Glennon. Rico Powell to his right. Another high pass from Glennon. I'm not sure what's up with that tonight. But now DeAndre Hagan has it. Hagen back to Glennon. Glennon, no call on the foul, takes it in. That's going to be a foul. Much needed free throws here for the Crusaders.
Yeah, hope Glennon's had some shooting woes from the free throw line this year. Hopefully he can find a way to knock down these clutch free throws here.
Trey Pettigrew checking back in. He's been a catalyst for this team. Glennon no good on the first.
I guess the question is now, will Pettigrew make it through the end of the game?
So that's a valid statement, Danny. So now Nick Harrell comes in for Garrett Green, I assume for defensive purposes. You know, I keep saying this about Nick Harrell, his defense kind of taken away, it seems, from his offense. He's good.
Yeah, he's a great defender, can cover multiple positions. He's just the type of guy you want on your Crusader team.
So now Pettigrew guarded by Glennon. Screen comes. Pettigrew looking to take it in. Took maybe one too many steps, no call. So now Glennon to Campbell. Campbell, deep three, it's good. Colin Campbell looking to keep his team in it late.
Yeah, those are plays we love to see by Campbell. Get this offense started.
So a very good press coming here. Blocking foul on DeAndre Hagen. That's an okay foul to take if you're the Crusaders.
You
got to start playing aggressive, especially with a player like Hopkins.
Yeah, play aggressive, cause some turnovers, get the ball back, score some points, get a stop. That's what the Crusaders need now.
So it's Trey Pettigrew in the back court with the ball. Connor Glennon gets called for a foul.
Connor Glennon is third personal foul, team 6. Inbounds to the Friars.
Glennon playing tight D on him once again. Back court pass from Walsh. It's Reese. Reese gets it to Bryce Hopkins. Hopkins taking it up the court, picked up by Hagen and Glennon. Double team comes, foul on Hagen.
Yeah, these fouls are not what you want to see right now. They're definitely not intentional. It's too early in the game for that, but you just hate to see it. You hate to see the defense break down like that and make bad fouls.
And Paul, with a player like Hopkins, it's almost like he's asking you to foul him. Send him right to the line. It's been very good from the charity stripe in this one.
Yeah, he's smart enough of a player. He knows that they're going to play aggressive, foul, and he'll let them do it. He'll take the fouls and take the free throws.
So shooting 1 and 1. First one good. He will be awarded with a second. Garrett Green checking back in. Presumably for Nick Harrell. Second one off. Rico Powell with the board. Crusaders really need to start scoring. They trail by 10. Glennon for 3. Connor Glennon for 3! Not something you see every day, but we've been getting used to it.
Yeah, we've seen Connor Glennon make an impact on both sides of the floor tonight. Just knocking down a 3 like that. That's a great thing to see to this Crusader offense. Hopefully they can build off that.
Trey Pettigrew checks back into this one. 2:47 to go. Crusaders now trail by 7. Have not held a lead since halftime.
Yeah, they've had a couple stops on back-to-back possessions. Hopefully they can build on top of that and cut this lead down even more.
I'm calling comeback. I mean, the momentum is just swinging in the Crusaders' favor a lot right now, and Connor Glennon going off with that three-pointer and only down by 7, got 2:47 left. I think they can do it for sure.
Yeah, and Danny, I'd almost have to agree with you, especially when you get a 3 from someone who's not normally a three-point shooter. That can get you into it.
That just shows how anything can happen tonight.
So as Paul said, anything can happen on Friday, February 7th. Currently 8:24 p.m. Anything can happen. So bringing it up top, running through just about everyone, and a foul. Connor Glennon gets called, 1-1.
Yeah, Hopkins just using his big frame to draw hands and take a foul, get to the line. We've seen it over and over again tonight, and he is not stopping in clutch time.
Almost looked like a fullback, chugging his way up the middle. Garrett Green checking back into this one. In for Harrell.
It's so routine for Hopkins. He's got it all down. It's just crazy to watch. I've only seen maybe 2 missed free throws from him this entire game.
So a few offense to defense subs here. That's Pugh coming in for Pettigrew and Green coming in for Harrell. Late in the game, it's a strategy game for these coaches. Coach Frazier has been very good with offense to defense subs. So now Connor Glennon brings it up the right side. Glennon to Campbell. Will Campbell get a 3 to get the Crusaders back into this one? DeAndre Hagan to Rico Powell. Powell for 3. It's good! Nothing but net for Rico Powell!
That's things you love to see. Even with the bigger defender on him, Powell knocks it down.
The Crusaders now have to find a way to keep this team off the free throw line. There's only 2 minutes left. No shot clock in Illinois. Taking it in. I believe that's a travel. Yes, it is. It's going to be a travel on Bryce Hopkins, and the Crusaders are going to get the ball back with exactly 2 minutes in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yeah, an uncharacteristic mistake by Hopkins. Crusaders need to take advantage. If they could get this to a 1-score game, that would be huge for them.
So now the Crusaders need to capitalize with points here. DeAndre Hagan to the corner. Garrett Green, I believe that's a blocking foul bonus. Big free throws here for the junior.
Garrett's a big-time player. Many people might not know his name, but still, this is the times he lives for. This is when he wants to make plays.
Subs coming in. Pettigrew. Nick Harrell. I believe he has the shooter. Offense to defense subs, as we discussed earlier. So now Green on the first. He's good. Garrett Green cuts the lead to 5. Can he cut it to 4? Green good again on the second. Harrell in for Green. DeAndre Hagan talking it over with Coach Bobby Frazier. Into the middle of the court. I don't think anyone saw it. Dish pass out. Blocked! Blocked by DeAndre Hagan. Call a foul. 2 shots.
Yeah.
The officials had a better angle at it than me.
Hagan visually upset about that. He thinks he got all ball. Just it's poor timing for a foul.
Paul, sure looks like all ball from up here, but we don't have the angle. So it's Maddage to the line. So DeAndre Hagan has 5 fouls. That's going to do it for DeAndre Hagan. So Cullen Cosme checks in. Madej at the charity stripe. Makes the first.
Losing Hagan is at this point of the game is a big blow, but it's time for players like Cullen Cosme, Garrett Green to step up and make plays.
Free throw missed. Rebound Campbell. Campbell mishandled it. Touch pass, and here we go. Thrown down on the opposite end by Bryce Hopkins.
That's what Hopkins will do to you. Slam it down like that, trying to take all the air out of the stadium.
So now Campbell for three on the other side. Couldn't answer. Over the back fall coming on Garrett Green. Actually, that's going to be on Rico Powell. Nobody really sure what that call was for. Double bonus, 2 shots either way.
Yeah, like we've been saying all game, fouls in clutch time will kill a comeback. Gives your team 3 points and even gets one of your best players out of the game.
So first free throw is good for Max Reese, and this game is slowly starting to slip out of the Crusaders' grasps. Second one no good, rebound by Green. Glennon with some tempo. Glennon up the right side to Green. Green, deep three, doesn't go. Glennon rebound, miscommunication, out of bounds. Fenwick Friar ball.
I'd like to see Glennon take a shot there. Maybe he's just not feeling it anymore, not feeling the offense. Just force a bad pass.
So 8 points is the damage with 1:07 left. Foul. I believe that's on Glennon. It's going to send Trey Pettigrew to the line.
Fouls on Brother Rice, number 3, Connor Glennon. It's a good personal foul.
It's Glennon's 5th.
Fenwick's number 1.
It's going to do it for him as well. Garrett Green in.
Yeah, you just hate to see two players foul out for the Crusaders. Just showing how sloppy they've been on defense all night. Playing aggressive, but sloppy though.
Yeah, sad to see Glennon go especially. You know, he was really bringing a tempo that they needed towards the end here.
So now rebound. Harrell playing tight defense. Pugh, right side. I believe he stepped out. Kevin Phelan checking in. Timeout on the court, excuse me. Fenwick.
Yeah, hopefully the Crusaders haven't given up yet. Hopefully, Kevin Phelan come off, make a spark play, have a spark off the bench, make a play, and try to make a last ditch comeback. Hate to see the Crusaders give up, no matter how far down they are.
Ball's going to be on the baseline. Exactly 60 seconds on the clock here. Crusaders are going to need a little bit more work to get back into this one. Pass is tip. Powell. Backcourt violation. Coach Frazier not happy. He thought it was a backcourt. Rico Powell gets called for a foul.
This is shaping up to be a blockbuster finish, I'd say.
Meanwhile, Trey Pettigrew is at the line shooting free throws, and he can't make the first one. Pettigrew, no good on the second. Rebound off Campbell.
Out of bounds, Brother Rice. Inbounds to the Friars.
Walsh throws it up to Pettigrew. Get called for a foul.
final minute has just been a culmination of everything that's happened today for the Crusaders, everything that's gone wrong. The turnovers, the fouls, just showing how sloppy they played tonight. There's no other way to say it.
Crusaders had him in the first half. Trey Pettigrew for the second. Short. Rebound again. Up top to Walsh. Madej. Playing a little catch here. Bryce Hopkins looking to dribble out the remaining 30 seconds or so. Campbell fouls.
Fouls on Brother Rice, number 1. Colin Campbell, his 4th personal foul. Fenwick's number 23.
Coach Frazier really not enjoying the final few seconds of this one. Dane Brazil checking in for the Friars. Makes the first one, and here comes the platoon swap. 5 for 5, except for the shooter. Dane Brazil takes the court at Brother Rice once again. His father, Del Brazil, played here. Very, very good basketball player. Bryce Hopkins good on the second. One last sub comes in. Coach Frazier visibly not happy with his starters. Puts in a new group of guys. Foster to Nehemiah Ray. Nehemiah Ray to Tyler Showers. Tyler Showers to Greg down low. Greg one dribble. Nice move by Foster. Gets the 2 to go. Now Vandermuth on the right side. Number 33 really looks like he wants to shoot the ball. Ryan Planick. They got it to Dane Brazil, who launches up a big, deep 3. No good. Normally I'd say that's a little cocky, but the history that Dane has with Brother Rice and his family, I could understand that. What else we understand is the Crusaders foul in this one. 76-67 is your final score from 99th and Pulaski. For myself, Danny Hartz, Paul Staudiker, Kevin Flood, Ryan Chistel, club moderator Pat Creed. That's going to do it. Your Crusaders drop this one. We'll see you next week.